This video is required viewing before any art and design student is allowed to use the spray booth room located in FIT Pomerantz Building, D637. The use of the spray booth room is a privilege. Misuse of the room can result in loss of the privilege and disciplinary action. This video details the room's safety features and how to use the room to prevent injury from the following hazards: serious burn injury from fire and explosion, and harmful effects of airborne spray solvents and materials. Immediately report any misuse of the spray booth room to your instructor, the faculty or staff person in charge of the room, or FIT security. The use of the spray booth room is limited only to art and design students who have received this instruction in the safe use of the room. Take a moment and review the instructional signage that is located outside the room. Do not bring any food or beverages, even water, into the spray booth room. Eating and drinking in the room is strictly forbidden. The use of an open flame, including equipment or tools that can serve as sources of ignition, is a serious fire hazard and is strictly prohibited. Of course, smoking is prohibited in the room. Approved protective eyewear must be worn at all times when working in the spray booth room. This specially marked eyewear is impact resistant and designed with side shields to prevent debris from causing injury to eyes. The use of the room is restricted only to the use of aerosol spray paints, glues, fixers, and adhesives that you can buy in a store and is a product that is intended for consumer use. The products must be commercially available and contained in an aerosol can with less than 27 ounces of capacity. Your course instructor must also approve the use of any product before you use it in the room. Acceptable tools may include putty knife, palette knife, or paint brushes. However, before you use any tool in the spray booth room, you should discuss the specific tool's use with your instructor. The use of the spray booth room is limited to no more than 2 users at one time, and no more than 4 persons are allowed in the room at any one time.
To turn on the lights in the room, move the toggle switch to the on position. Never prop the door to the spray room open. Always make sure that the door to the spray room is closed. The spray room can only operate properly and ensure your safety if the door to the room remains closed during use. The spray room contains 2 bench-type booths. A motion-activated sensor located above the door automatically turns both the exhaust fan and the return air supply on when you enter the room. You may only discard used paper and rags in the waste container in the spray room. Do not leave any spray containers or any other debris in the spray room. This is how to correctly spray a piece of artwork. Place the piece on the spray shelf. Notice that the entire piece must fit into the cabinet portion of the spray booth. Place the entire spray can inside the cabinet and begin to spray. Notice that you must direct the spray toward the rear of the booth. These practices will ensure that all airborne harmful chemicals will be drawn away from you and exhausted from the room. Remember, the exhaust system will not work with the door to the spray room open. The spray room is fitted with a number of safety devices. These include alarms to warn you in case of failure of the room's exhaust system and fire detection and extinguishing system. These are the types of visible alarms and audio alarms that you will receive in case of booth exhaust failure. In case of an alarm, immediately stop work and leave the room. Make sure that the door to the room closes behind you. Immediately tell your instructor about the alarm. In case of fire, the sprinkler head located inside the bench cabinet and overhead will activate. Notice that the sprinkler heads are covered. The covering protects the head from damage. Do not disturb this covering.
The proper use of the spray booth room will prevent serious injury from fire and explosion and from the harmful effects of airborne spray solvents and materials. The use of the spray booth room is a privilege. Misuse of the spray booth room can result in loss of your privilege to use the room and disciplinary action. Wear approved protective eyewear at all times when working in the spray booth room. Never use any type of device or tool that has an open flame or electric motor, such as a power drill, where the motor may spark and cause a fire. The use of the room is restricted only to the use of aerosol spray paints, glues, fixers, and adhesives that you can buy in a store and is a product that is intended for consumer use. Your course instructor must approve the use of any product before you use it in the spray booth room. All products must have an approved material safety data sheet in the FIT MSDS online database before use. Position work properly. Place work on spray shelf and inside spray cabinet. Direct spray toward rear of bench. Keep door to room closed. In case of an alarm, immediately stop work and leave the room. Make sure that the door to the room closes behind you. Immediately tell your instructor about the alarm. In case of fire in the spray booth room or accidental sprinkler water flow, immediately leave the room. Make sure that the door to the room closes behind you. Follow evacuation instructions and move quickly to a safe area.